Yeah. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. Let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 66 of the TJIF show. I'm your host, Hugo Smokes. How is everybody doing today? Damn, I forgot to hit the like button on Instagram. I was concentrated on some other stuff over here. Ripping this Crux Epicure. It is a Connecticut shade. Let me see. I forgot to look at the makeup, but I can do that real quick. And this one is another Sal recommendation. He actually gave me this cigar not too long ago. Straight handed it to me at the HQ Baller Lounge. Crux Epicure. And it's a Robusto. Wait, is it the Epicure? Yeah, it's called the Epicure, but that's not it. Let's see. Is it a Connecticut? Yeah, it's a Connecticut. All right. So this one here is a Ecuador, Connecticut wrapper over Nicaragua binder and filler. So pretty simple, typical blend, right? So far it's pretty punchy at startup. I'm surprised that Sal likes this one. He don't love it. He likes it. He said it was okay. So we'll see how it develops. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of roll call here. We got Benito Benjamin Smoking on YouTube already. Good morning, bro. If you're not first, you're last. Thanks, Ben. On Instagram, we got my cigar of the day, Angelito. What's up, man? Good morning, bro. Good morning. Hope all is well. Everything's good, bro. My buddy Ernie saying happy Friday. Happy Friday. Got some coffee here. Might be spiked, might not be. I'm kidding. It's not spiked. Got my compa Texas Cigar Society in the house. What's up, man? Good morning. How's the weather in Texas? It's super cloudy here in SoCal. It's perfect smoking weather for me in the morning. I love it. Super cloudy. Can't see any ray of sunshine. By the way, thank you to all the viewers that have been joining this show, the Wednesday night show, and just basically everybody that's been supportive of of all the YouTube content creators, specifically for cigars, obviously. Um, it's a community that's hanging in thin ice, to say the least. But hopefully, there's some good development in the future. Gonna keep our fingers crossed, right? We got Edgar in the house. What's up, Edgar? And we got Sean Delicious. Good morning, Sean Delicious. What's up? We got Hound Dog saying the Crocs are really good. You know what? I have a review coming up of the Crux Maduro. It might be Epicure too, but it's a Maduro. It's like a baby blue, baby green wrapper. It was pretty good, pretty good. And that was the first Crux I smoked. This is the second, and then I have the Guild. I forget, maybe a Habano wrapper. Jokes on you, Ben. I've been here since last Friday. Oh yeah, the what? The video is flagged. No, 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 no! Don't flag it. All right. Let's see. Pulled an old fogey stogies and passed. Oh man, that different topic right there. But the cigar community is amazing, man. Everybody's excited just to join groups. Um, when somebody first joins a group, it's just like they just want to be on there 24/7, which is fine. If you have the time for it. Um, Sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming. So too many notifications. Um, you got other stuff to deal with as well, right? Emails all day. Got family issues, so sometimes we need to take the back seat a little bit. Oh, Texas is saying he liked the Maduro. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I got like a buttery like coconut note on it. Like it was so good. That was like the second or third cigar actually that I picked up that note. So good. You got Peter in the house. What's up, Peter? You recovered from that Roma craft yet? The SEC 2024, right? I smoked the 22, and I usually don't consider price in the cigar, but I thought it was super overpriced for what it is. Um, I think I got that from Crazy Gringo. 'Cause he smokes like Romas and stuff like that. But yeah, it was like it was all right, barber pole. It's the cleanest Connecticut that Placencia makes. All right. I didn't know that Placencia makes this one. Mm, right off the bat, it was pretty woody for me. Um, some type of woody mix. On the retro, it's a little bit sweet. So that kind of keeps me intrigued, when I get like some sweetness of some sort. Um, but yeah, smoke that Crux in Corona size banger with some coffee. See, that's the thing. I just saw when I searched it. It came up in Gordo, and I know they have it in Toro too. So this is a Robusto, and then there's a Corona. So you know, sometimes you have to kind of like visit different Vitolas to see which one hits, right? Um, it's a full time job, man. Trying to find banger cigars, to say the least. Full time job for sure. But let me know what you guys are smoking Friday. Typically, Fuente Friday, right? Fuente Friday, Ferio Tego Friday. For me, it's Crux Friday. Let's see what's up with Texas. Weather here in Texas is hot as hell. Damn, still, huh? For us, it's cooling down a little bit in the afternoons, which is good because hate it when it's hot. Let's see. It Oh hell no, man. So we are like in the 80s this week. Next week we're in like the 90s, like start like low 90s, and then going up from there. Thankfully, I'm gonna be away for a few days, so hopefully the weather over there is a little bit better. But yeah, so I mean, this week has been kind of like not a very good week for cigar content creators. We've seen our Brothers of the Leaf been hit with several restrictions on their YouTube platforms, specifically um, age restrictions, warnings, videos being deleted. You know, I still don't know what the hell happened to my Cohiba Lancero review. I could have swore I uploaded it, and I can't find it on my YouTube archives. So, but I never got a like notification of it, right? So, I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened. You know, the TOS, it's the same. I looked it up. I studied it. Nothing's changed from like the last time we talked about this topic specifically on this show. Um, it's just that you know they're YouTube being more proactive on this type of content. I think is what it is. But it's strange because like you could have like a short, right? I have a few shorts where I'm puffing on the cigar, but for some reason those don't get flagged. It's always like the long form reviews. Lives, as far as I know, I don't think I've gotten any flags on the Stogie podcast. Uh, Peter mentioned he might have got some hits on it. So I don't know what it is. It seems like it's kind of like a guessing game or like a random, because the streams are being scanned by bots. Literally, we are in the age of artificial intelligence, right? So um there are some people that really use AI. These platforms, they're huge. They have so many accounts. It's impossible for humans to scan all these videos, right? So they have to rely on AI or technology to do the work for them, and sometimes it's not the most responsive mechanism, right? Because what do? You appeal a warning, a whatever, and then he's gonna scan it again, and he's gonna find the same thing, or maybe something else. So it's like it's pretty aggravating. Let's see, Peter saying, it was okay cigar. I wouldn't buy it again, but I got glad I had it. Yeah. Epicure is in the house. What's up, Steven? Good morning. And Sal is just finishing up a BDX blog and is banging. Yeah, phenomenal cigar, man. Really good Connecticut there. So yeah, so you might be seeing some changes in the upcoming content for several of us, where we're not actually puffing on the cigar. especially like on reviews, because we're struggling to find out what the heck is triggering all these warning strikes, um, videos being straight deleted. I don't know if if there's like a previous warning. I know Felipe got some videos deleted yesterday or the day before, but I don't know if if he had like a previous warning or something, which sucks, right? You just get like your notification like, oh, this video's down, and that's unfortunate, because then there goes the residual views, which once your video gets hit with an AR age restriction, which means that the viewer has to be a certain age and logged onto the platform, your video stops being pushed out to the algorithm. So it's not being recommended. It's not being on your might like column or whatever. So then that goes that. So the views go down kind of exponentially after that. So whatever you got on that video, that's pretty much what you're gonna get. Very minimal residual after that. It's about to get, yeah, dude. I just saw that. It's crazy. So I'm going to Guadalajara um in about a week for a few days. So hopefully it's cooler, and then Ensenada. So Ensenada's right by the beach, so hopefully, or I think it's gonna be a lot cooler. Um, little overcast today, decent weather this morning. Yeah, it's fucking cloudy over here, dude. Damn, already. You see, I don't know what it is. Before you mentioned that, like, I didn't hear of any lives being hit with that. Why? I don't know. I don't get it. So lives and then shorts were never hit with like AR or being deleted and stuff like that. In fact, I have a video. It's an older one where like it's kind of like a retrohale tutorial. Literally, I puff on the cigar and show how to retrohale. Maybe because it's old, I don't know, man. It's you know you get these warnings, and it's hard to get like a answer from a human being. It's worse than the automated system to get any information from like your bank account or credit card accounts. It's pretty aggravating. And the way they word the policies, TOS, terms of service, it's very open to interpretation, right? So, uh, me here saying I enjoy the cigar, and maybe saying a price uh, could be interpreted as me trying to sell a product, which I have no affiliation with these brands. I wish I was making a cut from it, but I'm not. We're just here because we like creating content, right? So, dang, Peter, that's messed up. I thought the medical study segment, bro, that the C-section segment was off the rail, bro. I was just fucking cracking up. I was actually watching the cars last night, and just listening in, but yeah, just like little segue here, but you know, once you become a parent, man, like a parent, you know, your life changes dramatically. Like the things you worried about before become obsolete, and then you start thinking about just your kids, man. It's like, especially like when you have your first kid, typically you always buy stuff for yourself, right? And that selfishness just goes away like this. Is like, at least speaking personally, and some uh you know people that I know kind of were like in the same boat, where like you just go and buy stuff for your kids, you know uh clothes, toys, whatever, um So I always say that, like when you become a parent, like you really mature in life. To, that's my mentality. You could be like 65 years old and never be a parent, and there's this like different level that you never hit. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing not to have kids, but it's just changes your perspective on life like significantly. It's crazy. Who's gonna be the first content to blur the screen? Yeah, I don't know. Blurring the screen, I don't think you have to do that. Just on your videos, just trying to take the puffs, or like maybe throw in a B-roll. It also helps to have like nice burning cigars. Like on Wednesday, I smoked what the hell did I smoke on Wednesday? Let me look at my pictures. But it was a cigar that burned nicely. And what I mean nicely is that you didn't have to babysit the cigar. You could put the cigar down and the cigar didn't go out. So that helps a lot because you're gonna go off camera or on camera for like a few 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes to kind of like summarize the section you're talking about. And if the cigar stays lit, it helps a lot, right? So you don't have to kind of like mess with the editing a lot. Oh, it was the Blood Medicine LE for 2025, which was actually pretty good for me, you know. And I didn't have the original one, so I didn't compare it to anything, which I don't know what the difference is. The blend looks the same. But yeah, so that cigar was pretty appropriate for, that type uh of content. It lent itself to it was it behaved well is what I'm trying to say. I left it there for 2 minutes, picked it up, it burned nicely. It didn't go out, which some cigars are not like that, right? So might be a pain in the butt. What's up, Sid? Good morning, bro. Hound Dog saying I already have those videos edited, ready to go when and if the strikes start, Ben. Yeah, so I'll probably release, one video just warning people of a change in like the content type or format, I should say, the content format, right? Because I still have like several videos on the backlog which are normal. Me puffing on the cigar. Um, Again, because we're talking and summarizing a cigar, sometimes you know, like I write everything down. I have my journal, so I'm mostly reading off of the journal. The notes or like whatever the segment gave me. So I might take one puff. You know. Um. So yeah, we do things a little bit differently, right? Whatever works for people. Yeah, La Bufadora in Ensenada. I've been there. Um, I'm not sure how much time I'll have to actually do some sightseeing there. What's up, Aaron Frank on Instagram, Rocky Cigar and Pipe Review, and Ken Brandley. Good morning, Johan Art, the guy from Peru. Good morning, man. Good morning, brothers. So the reason why I'm going to Ensenada, excuse me, is because one of my good friends, she's getting married, so we're invited to her wedding. So we're staying in Ensenada, but the wedding and after party is actually taking place in the Valle de Guadalupe, um, which is 20 minutes maybe inland into the actual valle. Ensenada sits at the mouth of the Valle de Guadalupe, so we're going into the valley, wine country. Think of it like as as like the Sonoma of like Ensenada or Napa Valley, right? So yeah, I don't know. I mean, for sure we're gonna have some fish tacos, right? Because that's what Ensenada is known for, fish tacos, and maybe some magical elixir um, soup for the hangover. We'll see. The point of view is the exposition of the reviewer's assessment. I don't need to watch someone take puffs on the screen. I want the dialogue. Yes, at the end of the day, yeah, we're a lot of us work. We shouldn't, but we should compare like tasting notes, right? Because why? Because flavor notes are so subjective. What tastes like caramel to me might taste like sugar cane to somebody else. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, I want to know if the cigar hit for the person. Like, did you really enjoy it? Yes or no? Ratings are also so subjective, right? Like, who cares? Like, you're rating it a box worthy. I'm rating it like pick up a few cigars. You know, Still worth some revisits. But yeah, we just want to know, like, hey man, this was a banger for you. Why? Because possibly, like, maybe in the future, like, hey, I remember you like this cigar, man. Here's like a few that I bought or whatever. Your birthday's coming up. So it's a nice gesture, right? No, dude, you could leave your camera on, just like when you're taking a puff, just go like this, and then come back on. Right? That's cool. Then it's gonna become like you in Discord, Peter. Like, you never see your beautiful face in Discord. Hando's like, I'm not ready for kids. And after that segment, like, no, thank you, right? Especially when Peter said he cut the umbilical cord. That's a out of this world experience, man. Cutting the umbilical cord of your child. I don't know. It was. I'm thinking about what Alchemist said, that he got queasy. You know, I get very queasy when I see blood. And for some reason, when my daughter was born, like, I forgot all about that. I was like there in the moment. I was like, I'm ready for this. I don't know, maybe because I was so excited, the adrenaline uh overtook the queasiness, the faintness. But it's a great feeling, man. You know, Hound Dog, I know you're a dog parent, and I've been a dog parent as well. I've been a fucking horse parent. But just a human being is like a whole different thing. It's different. Um It'll be nice to have a little hound dog, little Matt hound dog. Hey daddy, I want to smoke a cigar with you. Imagine. JB, what's up, bro? Buenos dias, señor. Oh, we got hologram in the house. What's up, man? What's up, man? Um, Peter just fucking smashed some shrimp tacos. Hell yeah, bro. Shrimp tacos are so good. Yeah, they got like, I don't know what it is down in Ensenada, man. They have like the freaking hand seasoning of God. They just taste so good with the cold Corona. Actually, when I go over there, I like drinking like the local beer. Anywhere I go, actually, I like the local beer. So there is Indio, right? That's from Chihuahua. Uh, for them, it's like really like cheap beer, but I like it. It's not filling. I could drink like 3, 4 beers and it doesn't make me feel like bloated or nothing. They also drink a lot of Tecate, which I kind of stay away from Tecate. Um, but yeah, even when I went to Peru, their beer is pretty good too. Nice ales and pilsners. Yeah, Edgar knows what's up. So this cigar is getting it's still like a little bit punchy on the retro, especially on the retro. Actually, just on the retro. On the palate, it's not punchy, but it's beginning to get a little bit creamy. It's almost like a orange creamsicle with pepper. Very nice. A little bit too punchy in the morning for me on the retro, but it's going good with this coffee. We got Sosa Drinks Bourbon on Instagram. Que lo que tigre? Cutting the umbilical cord was hella weird. Yeah, man. It's like it almost feels like ear cartridge. When you cut it, it's like snaps. Like damn. Blood doesn't bother me. Is that weird? Is something wrong with me? No, dude, you should have fucking been a doctor, or EMT, or something. That's dope. That's dope, bro. Even for me, like in the past, not lately, in the past, when I got blood drawn, I don't know if it was just the idea of the blood that was flowing out of my body or like that nasty sensation uh from the needle being inserted, you know, in my body. It just made me like so like queasy before. And the last few times, like it's been like whatever. I don't know, maybe I don't know, your brain works like differently, right? Ha, mini Matt. Yeah, Sal was like, "What the heck are we talking about?" And it didn't help that I know Sal didn't enjoy that cigar for sure. Um, I was just like, "Damn, Sal." But it is what it is. You can't all be bangers. You just gotta have some different cigars in there. So that's like the whole purpose, right? To experience different cigars. Oh, actually, I missed this one. Shrimp tacos con queso. Yeah, gobernador. Yeah, that's more of a Sinaloa thing, Sinaloa Nayarit, but also uh widely available in all the shrimp or seafood restaurants in Baja, even here in LA. Get tacos gobernador anywhere. I guess I know what I'm having for lunch. Dr. Ben, it has a nice ring to it. Oh, we got my friend Carolina Rose from the Eastern United States. Hey, Hugo, just a quick hello listening in. I'm getting ready for work. Hope you're doing well. Um, Carolina, tell us your experience with the YouTube TOS. Carolina smokes pipes. She's venturing into cigars. She smokes a lot of cigarrillos. Um, Getting into regular cigars as well. So I don't know. Has your videos have they got hit with age restrictions or like warnings or anything? That's kind of like the main topic today, and then we got these little segues here. Um, but yeah, let us know. Um, Sosa on Instagram says having a dozen oysters for breakfast and lunch, maybe gator bites after. Oh, that's right. You're in Fort Myers, Florida. Gotta have the gator, right? Speaking of oysters, I don't know if you guys like seafood, specifically oysters. I love all seafood. I eat everything, everything. From the freaking ground crawlers to freaking sharks. Um, um, oh, we went the last time we were in Rosarito, right? My birthday weekend. Uh, my my future sister-in-law's husband and her, they're not really into seafood, right? And I was like, dude, I want to get some oysters. Because we went to the thing in Rosarito is lobster. You know, they got that's if you go to Rosarito, you gotta have lobster there. Uh, butter garlic lobster grilled, whatever. And so I was like, dude, I'm feeling some fucking oysters, and I know they have like the nice oysters, the ones that are there's like different kinds. The ones I like in Spanish, they're called placer, like pleasure. So they're like the ones that are, if you chew it, it's not gooey. It's not it's slimy, but it's not. I don't know how to explain it. Like there's some that like are huge, and it's like literally like a blob of like kids putty or slime. Doesn't break down. These break down. So I was like, hey Eric, his name's Eric. Dude, you down some moisture? He's like, sure. I never had them, but let's do it. Man, the struggle is real. Him trying to like eat oysters, bro. Like I hooked it up for him, right? Like a little bit of lime, a little bit of salt, and some hot sauce. I was like, take the oyster, throw it in your mouth, like don't even chew it. Just fucking swallow it, bro. Just like, you'll have the taste afterwards. What does he do? He fucking holds it in his mouth. He almost fucking chugged the oyster across the table, man. I was dying. I was like, this guy, dude. Like, I was like, Eric, fucking don't hold it, bro. Try it again. He like the second time it was worse. He fucking put a napkin. He was like, I can't do this. The cigar was like taking home work with me. Sometimes I don't have problems with drawing blood. Other times I end up in shock. Yeah, that's how I used to be. I literally had to ask like the staff to like lay me down sometimes, and that helped. But it seems like it's improved a lot. Year and a half now. Started with pipes and then added cigars and nasal stuff. Okay. Um, she hasn't had any problems with presenting tobacco content, but it seems like the main people that were having problems were the ones that were monetized. Um, Freaking nomadic on Instagram. What's up, bro? I don't know. I don't know anybody that's monetized. Well, actually, yeah, this guy Rise and Grind, but I don't know. I don't really talk to him. Um, but yeah, a lot of content creators that we know have been hit with AR with warnings this week, last week, the last couple weeks. So I don't know. If it beats, I'll eat it. Hey, careful what you wish for, buddy. Start fin soup. Shark's fin soup is good. I haven't had it in like 15 years though. Um, there's this place in Tijuana where I go. They have stingray soup. It's pretty exotic. They call it mantarraya. That's right, ladies. I said it. Oh, dude, that shit is like what is it called? It's illegal, no? To eat those. Well, I'm not sure how people that have cigar content got monetized, because all the people that I know that have cigar content have been rejected on their applications. Um, but some channels show the cigar, but don't really show them puffing on it. So I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know if it's like a ticking time bomb for them. You know, it's kind of like a guessing game. Oysters, Rockefeller, slap. Yeah, maybe that. Those are the ones I'm talking about. Maybe in the places down there they call them placer. So I don't know if it's the same thing. Trying to make a Rockefeller topping for any fish, life changing. Had this discussion a few days ago. These ambiguous sales were discouraged newer content creators. Yeah, and I'm noticing that people that are like starting their channel or started their channel this year, it seems like their channels are not being pushed out at all. So I don't know, man. It's we're like in a very grim time for our type of content. It's time to start showing some feet around here. I've only enjoyed the stuff I had. Online community has not been a fan. I think it's cool tobacco. It has so much to offer. I've never tried that, man. I've never tried snuff. I don't know. It doesn't seem kind of pleasant. Rising Grind only smokes on lives. Otherwise, his content is very different topics discussed, and he doesn't show the regulated item. Well, he does show the, because I just saw he has a video of the what is one that I see? The Oliva Melanio. He shows the cigar. When he's about to take the draw, the video transitions. So you never actually see him take the draw, is what I noticed. I just watched like one or two videos of his. And then I thought I was in church, so I was like, nah, I can't take this. Different people have been expressing their concern, wondering if it's eventually all the tobacco content will be banned. Hopefully not. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. It starts with warnings. I don't know of any channel that's gotten. Oh wait, there was one channel. I forget the name of it that was wiped off, like like straight up. Hologram saying the monetizing discussion has a lot to do with ATF campaigns. Okay, kind of makes sense. I haven't heard what the connection is, but awesome, Carolina. Thanks for joining. We'll keep in touch. So it's topping. Oh, okay, so it's all right. I thought it was like a kind of oyster, so it's like the way you prepare the oyster. Um, I've also seen like um, what would you call it? Like grilled oysters? Maybe people put them on the fucking grill on the fire and then eat them. I don't know. For me, I want the oyster fresh. Um, I want to taste it. Like once you start putting all these things on top, I don't know. I would have to try it. I've never had them. the Rockefeller ones. Another way is a cocktail. So shrimp, um, scallop. What's the other thing called? I forget what. It's like I think it's like shrimp. Not shrimp. Some type of fish or like shark meat, and then fresh oysters in your cocktail. So that's pretty good. Breadcrumbs, butter, herb sauce, broiled, or some people grill them. Yeah, see, there you go. The grilled oysters. I know it's worth a shot. Maybe I'll fucking love them. That was a while back, man. That was a while back when we had the fucking dial-up modems. With the free AOL fucking CDs back in high school. Like I remember I had like a whole fucking stack of them, like with the access codes, because my parents didn't want to pay for internet. So yeah, man. Sal, you mentioned this is the cleanest Connecticut that Placencia makes. Yeah, very very discernible notes on it. I like it that on the palate the whatever spice I'm picking up doesn't linger. Like it's not obnoxious. You know, like what's that other cigar that I reviewed? See, on the retro is like medium plus, like 5.6. But again, it's very creamy on the retro. It's kind of like woody and citrusy on the palate. Some sweetness on the retro. Yeah, it's decent. I don't know what the price is on this. It's let me see. It's got to be a few bucks. 12.50. Oh, that's for the gordo. The robusto should be less. Let's see. The robusto is $10. Yeah, MSRP. Not bad. Oh, dude, LimeWire was like fucking virus galore, virus fucking city, bro. Yeah, but I did download a lot of fucking music from there. I actually would leave like the downloads on like 24/7, dude. Like that shit was like on my computer like 24/7 on. Uh, all you needed was one CD. Then you would change the date and time on your PC. Back to the start of free trial. Oh, damn, dude. Fucking tranza, dude. Straight tranza right here. LimeWire ruined many Dell computer for sure, man. So I remember doing that thing. I was a hacker because you were downloading corn. You were downloading corn. Cedar, white pepper. Yeah, the spice is like kind of like a white pepper. It's not like not even close to like a black pepper. Floral, I can taste that. Cinnamon, not really. Vanilla cream, yeah, it's very creamy on the retro for me, and some citrus. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. On varying amounts here and there. Yeah, it's a pretty good cigar. I don't know why. Since the beginning, it was cracked at the foot, and then I'm getting like a little crack here at the end of the, or going into the last third. But construction's been pretty good. The burn line's been a little bit wavy, but I mean it's pretty dead on. It's fine. Thank you for putting me on this one. I would be curious to grab a few and let them sit for a while, see how they develop with time for sure. Was it wrong for Metallica to sue the Napster fans? Oh, Napster was another one, right? I didn't really use Napster though. Never, only gangster rap. Sure. Ben, they only got a lot of hate for doing that. Yeah. You know what I trip out on is people that still have Pandora as their streaming app for music. My fiance is one of them. I laughed at her. I was like, Pandora? What the fuck is that? I had Pandora for like a week. I didn't like it. But then of course, but then of course she wanted me to add her to my YouTube music, right? I haven't done that yet, but maybe I will. I'll have to upgrade to the family plan. It's been great for me. What the reason why I like this one, and maybe Apple Music has it too, because one of my compadres has it. Um, there's a lot of like um underground bands that I listen to that are on YouTube, and it's mostly like kind of like in a video format. So what YouTube Music does is like if you don't want to see like the video format of it, it just throws the music on. So I like that. I don't know if that's available on Apple Music, but for me right now, YouTube Music's top. You know, and obviously like I have my cigar review playlist, my music playlist on there, so it's everything's in one place. So I like that. 65, so a little bit higher. Okay, yeah. This one, I just checked it this morning. It was at actually 62, 63 uh, foot and cap. So I actually cut the cap last night because it was a lot higher on here. It was like 67, so it equalized to like 62, 63. So yeah, I'll take, yeah, because like the BDX Sound Blancs smoke better at a higher age, right? Um, yeah. Next time I see them, I'll pick like a. They come in a nice 5 count box, and robustos for me is just it's like the perfect size right now. Um, but yeah. So next week, let's see. I think I'm gonna edit that the Crown Heads blood medicine today, and I'll release it next week on Tuesday since it's a hot topic. Oh, I didn't go back to Instagram. Sorry. Yeah, just so I can give a heads up to everybody, and we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully, this is just like a little whatever time period that YouTube is going through, and things get better. I saw Pick Jimmy's video where he's saying they always hit channels with restrictions or warnings around this time, and then it stops. So we'll see. For me, like the AR stuff, like it happens like every other week. So I think pretty much all my videos are AR now. I don't know. I appeal everything though. Oh yeah, that's another thing. If you're a content creator and you're doing this, you probably don't want to auto restrict your videos, because then that's just gonna like not throw them on the algorithm at all before or if YouTube ever restricts them. Um, if they get a AR restriction by YouTube, so you have like that whole period where like your videos being suggested to people or thrown on the algorithm, and appeal everything. It's, I mean, your channel's not going to be banned for an appeal. It's just like a review. I've gotten like a few. Uh, I won a few appeals, but it's been like 5%. 95% of them get um rejected or whatever. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Kind of like wanted to touch up on that. It's kind of like a there's some especially people with the newer channels, they're not very educated on the TOS. So I like when we have like these discussions here on the various podcasts. Cigars on Bandit had a wonderful discussion with Tim, and Tim is one of the more uh creators or YouTubers that he's very aware of TOS. He obviously he has a huge following, 300K followers plus or whatever. So for him, for his channel to be deleted would be a very huge loss for him, right? But yeah, so him, like, he and I noticed it like before he ever said anything about it, or like I watched like the Monday streams, and I saw that he was, or like in his reviews, like he was literally hiding the cigar behind the mic, and I'm like, oh shit, he's hiding the cigar behind the mic, like something's up, and that's when everything came out and everybody was um talking about it. Became a hot topic. Yeah, Tim's a salesman, but I think he's also a reviewer. I don't feel he pushes certain cigar. Well, obviously, like maybe he like his collabs, yeah, maybe, but I don't feel like he pushes cigars as much as Holtz. They really emphasize on like certain cigars. Yes, at the end of the day, yes, he's a salesman, of course, like but like he said that the channel didn't really increase his sales, right? Um, he said his sales were already like blooming before the channel, which uh I take that with a grain of salt. I'm pretty sure, like um the viewership translates into sales for sure. Obviously, like it does. So Sal's agreeing with Sosa. JD is agreeing with Sosa. Um, yeah, he reviews cigars he needs you to buy. Him and Holtz are the same. The difference is the variety only. Um, Maybe. The one thing I like about Tim is that he reviews a lot of like new cigars. Like he did the My Father Blue already, you know. So that's cool. Uh, Tim has a very different palate from like other people, you know, and I think his following really have like kind of the same palate as him. Like he likes like those really punchy cigars. Like he likes My Father. He likes um what do you call it? Like even like the New World Cohibas, you know, General Cigars. He loves those. You know, there's the like the other side of the cigar community where like we kind of don't really like those, but we'll try them. You know, um, it is what it is. But good for him, man. You know, he made it. You know, he's a successful B&M owner, successful YouTuber, whatever you want to call him. I believe his site is way more expensive than everyone else. I I bought a few cigars from him. The cigars that I bought were okay, like close to MSRP. Um, but yeah, probably. I do appreciate when he has a sale though. You know, you can use it like on mostly everything, the discount or whatever. Um, yeah, yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. Like the his viewership is, you know, his viewership has the same palate as him for the most part. For the most part, they enjoy the cigars that he smokes. I don't. You know, he even gave when I went to go visit him, he gave me a Hoyo. That's just Hoyo. Like, you know, I probably would never buy this cigar. Like, you know, he's like, this is one of my favorite. I think it's a Maduro Sumatra. Like, I would never pick up this cigar. You know, like I just, you know, I was like, all right, I'll take it. I'll give it a try. Um, Sal. Yeah, yeah, but you know, again, you know, you get into cigars and I don't know. It's like I feel like if it's like a good versus evil fight with this boutique higher end super premium cigars against people that smoke like your My Father's, your even like your freaking diesels, you know, he's just saying like his favorite cigars are like a diesel. Like I've had a few diesels and no thank you, man, you know. Um but it is, but it's not like if he can't afford like Atabey Blacks or like, you know, Nelson's, I'm sure he could. He just doesn't prefer them. It's fine. Whatever. You smoke whatever you want to smoke. Yeah. Go to Utopia, bro. It's only $79.99 and you get a 6-pack of whatever cigars they're smoking, and you get to kick it with Steve Saka and you get to eat barbecue. I think brisket or something. So for the experience, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, uh, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you guys. Again, you know, the best way to support content creators is hit the like button, share the videos. Uh, you know, always at least like throw in. You don't even have to like put a paragraph on on a person's video. Just throw an emoji, throw a thumbs up. You know, like something, because that really kicks the algorithm. You know, for everybody, for me, for, you know, the reviewers, for the podcast, for everybody. You hit the like button, you know, say like cool or something, you know, it triggers it triggers the algorithm, especially before you get AR hit. So Black Panther. All right, guys, have a good weekend. Love y'all, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Hugo Smokers is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer. Gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Hugo Smokers is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.